Hello all. For the sake of the tape and the sake of argument, my name is Abbie Calypse, and I'm here to tell you a story. So, I'm all dressed up with a little nautical theme going on here. You don't have to too, but if you do, please tell me some pictures. There's nothing left for me to do but from inviting you on a trip, and so let me tell you about the day I met the Merman. My first encounter with a mystical sea creature was very different from what I expected. I don't know what Odysseus was up to with his sirens, but my encounter was nothing like this. I mean, I'm not Odysseus either. I have not been on a trip that lasted for 10 years. I had just taken the motorboat out to a little trip from the yacht, where my friends were still partying. I had not been adrift for months, but only a couple of hours after I realized that the gas had run out, so to say. And I was adrift without seeing the yacht or the shore. Maybe I should have noticed that before, but there is close to no mobile reception on a large lake. And I don't know about you, but I have no idea how the radio works, so I did not get through to anybody. To be honest, I was quite sure that the others would eventually notice that I was not there, and that the boat was not there, and that they would put two and two together and find a way to contact me. My biggest concern at the moment was that the cooler I had with me was a bit shit, and my beer was in serious danger of getting warm. So I did the best I could do to avoid a crisis, and resorted to slow but steady drinking. On the deck, but in the shade, of course. I'm a responsible adult after all. So there I was, drinking, minding my own business, until I heard a voice shouting, "Oi, mate!" I looked around, wondering how I could have missed the sound of a boat arriving. Nothing to see. Just lake, sun, and blue sky. "Down here!" the voice called out again. I leaned over the edge, the brim, the railing of the boat, whatever you call it, and looked down into a bearded face, swimming in the water, waving to me. "How did you get out there?" I shouted. "I live here," the beard responded. "How did you get here?" "I'm stuck," I replied automatically before realizing how odd all of this was. "Okay. Have some weed?" "I'm sorry?" "You get me. Do you have some weed or whatever you land folks call it these days?" "No," I stuttered. "Could toss you a beer if you like, though. It's a bit warm." "Yeah, no, sounds good. Never say no to gift horse or whatever they say." "You want to come up?" I asked. "Sure, thanks. The ladder is just on the other side." Ladders are no good to me. "Just let me get my speed up and I'll come right up." He swam a couple of meters away from the boat. "You might want to take a couple of steps back," he shouted. I shrugged my shoulders and took a couple of steps back. Not sure what to expect. Clearly not what happened next. He swam up to the boat quicker than anything I've ever seen someone swim outside of the Olympics. Weird technique as well. Didn't use his arms at all. When I thought he'd crash into the boat, he jumped out of the water like a fish. Holy fuck, I mean like a fish? He was a fish from the waist down. For a moment it seemed as if he stood still in the air. I looked at a chubby guy, not fat, just a bit too drawn to beer and barbecue, like me. Better beard though. And where you'd expect the legs, there were scales, glistening greenish blue in the sun. With an elegance and a gust of water, he lunged up to the boat and landed next to me. A fucking merman, just sitting there on my boat. Well, the boat's of Joe's parents, but you know what I mean. I took a large sip from my beer. "Toss me one, would you?" he asked. He made himself more comfortable on the deck with his legs, tail hanging over the railing. Sure, I got 2 beers from the cooler and handed him one. They were really getting warm. Cheers. We clinked cans and both drank. I sat down next to him. So, am I you first? He asked into the silence. Excuse me? Don't get your panties in a twist. Not implying you're a virgin. Would be totally fine if you were, though. Everyone at their own speed. No, it was just asking if I'm the first of the merfolks you've ever seen. To be honest, yes. Thought we were the stuff of fairy tales, did you? To be honest, yes. An honest guy. That's good. We're really struggling with this, you know. How so? Well, everyone thinks we're these pure and innocent creatures, out to find our soulmates, our princes, and all that crap. Oh? Yeah, you head up to score something, or just getting late, and all the do-gooders out there expect you to sing. Sounds exhausting. You bet. He took another sip from his beer. I mean, I cannot sing shit, let alone lure someone into the depth with my voice, but I like to get laid once in a while. Silence. I mean, not like you humans do. That stuff is nasty. But there's still things 2 consenting adults and mermen can do to have some fun. You up for some? I nearly choked on my lukewarm beer. Well, I stammered, I'm not into, I mean, sorry, no offense, but not into merfolks, I get it. Shame. Some people are really into it. I mean, really, really into it. Well, everybody has their kinks. I nod. Let me know if you change your mind, though. I think you're quite hot. I don't think my ears have been this red since my age had double digits. Nice to get a compliment, though, from an unexpected direction, but flattering nonetheless. We sipped our beer. It was hot out here in the sun. Still nice, but I might have to take a dip in the water to cool down soon. We sipped our beer. Want to hang out for one more? There's 2 left, then I'm out, I invited. Sounds good, hit me up. Would be a shame to let it go to waste, wouldn't it? I nodded and got up. During the little walk over the deck, I noticed my legs were a bit unsteady. Maybe there was a bit of waves going on. I got the beers out of the water that had been ice and had it back. We clinked and cheered. We sipped our beers. So I asked, what do you people do all day? Well, it's a bit less romantic than Disney, would you have you believe? From what I know of you folks up here, we're not so different. There's bills to pay, food to bring to the table, and dishes to wash. Just a bit more underwater. Same-ish to what you seem to be doing all day. We're maybe a bit more open to fooling around, if you mean. Opposite standing, by the way. We both grinned, and I shrugged off his offer. We sipped our beer. And then there's the parties, of course. Parties? Yeah, when the sun goes down, there's about this 1 hour in which the water is just perfect. I mean, perfect. It's warm and glittery, and I don't know what to compare it to. It just feels right. So we celebrate the end of the workday and ease into the night. We eat, we drink, and then there's the highs, of course. Highs? Yeah, the name does not translate well. It's a kind of algae. Gives you a nice buzz when you chew it. Really nice. A bit like your weed, but then completely different. You'd have to try to understand. Sounds great? Yeah, it's a blast. He took another sip. Wait. Why don't you try it out for yourself? The sun is nearly down. We could finish our beers, head down to the gang. We could finish our beers, head down, and I introduce you to the gang, and then we party! He raised his can and we laughed. Sounds great, man. I shouldn't be gone too long, though. I bet my friends will notice me missing at some point. Yeah, sounds good. We'll keep an eye on the clock. Cool, but can I stay down? I need to breathe and all that shit. And to be honest, I'm not that good a swimmer. Oh, don't you worry, I can take care of that. There's a little spell I can do to keep you afloat. Or rather, keep breathing underwater. It's a bit like a wetsuit, but it's entirely made out of air. I've been told it's quite comfy. Let's do this, I shout, maybe a bit too excited. It's really time for me to take a dip in the lake to cool down. We finish our drinks and jump into the water nearly simultaneously. I feel like I know this guy my whole life. We swim a bit in the cool water to clear our heads. Then he does his magic and we take a dive. And this, kids, this is how I fell victim to the siren song. The guy got me good. I spent 10 years down there. It was fun, it was exhausting. I was not completely voluntarily. He did good, but the guy tricked me. It was different from the fables, but it was a siren song nonetheless. Oh, and how I got out there? Yeah, that's a story for another day. Everyone, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you again with another story next week.